Yeah. We have an update. Yeah, we have an update today. So a few days ago, we went and met with Director of Labor Relations, Bill Murphy, and we talked to him about the campaign and about our demands. And then after we said, no, wait, that's not enough. We need to speak to vice presidents, people with actual decision-making power. And he said, okay, come on Friday. Talk to Vice President Alan Stone, Vice President Marilyn Hussman. So we went today, and we talked to them, and we brought Chuck Turner again from yesterday. And we brought Professor John Womack too. And again, we brought our same demands about the four demands: fair wages, steady full-time work, access to grievance procedures, right to organize. And we brought them to the table again, the student administration table. And today, right now, they're issuing a public statement saying that they're supporting their workers, that they're standing by their workers, they're reaffirming their commitment to workers as part of the Harvard community.
So first and foremost, this is just a first step. And the struggle is just beginning today. Again, the struggle continues. But what this means is that Harvard is making a public statement that it will not allow a subcontractor like Allied Barton to get out of the commitments that this community has said are the basic commitments that we expect in this Harvard community. And students and workers, united, have forced Allied back to the bargaining table. We have broken the stalemate in negotiations, and now, today, we have forced Harvard to recognize that it has an obligation, that it is accountable, that it is responsible, and that students and workers will continue to hold it accountable beginning next Monday and every day thereafter until our security officers, security guard on this campus, and students and community members know that security officers have their demands met. At Harvard University, from this day forward, will never be able to say again, this is not our responsibility. Harvard University, from this day forward, will never be able to say again, these are outsourced workers, these are not Harvard workers. These are Harvard workers. These are members of our community. These are our workers. We stand with them. We stand with them. We stand with them. We stood with them this week. We stood with them on hunger strike. We will stand with them every day until we win and they win everything that they're asking for. Solidarity.
What we were very worried about when we first got this news from Harvard, we were worried about two things. We were worried that if we didn't get anything from Harvard, that people would be worried about what student worker activism can produce. And we were committed to staying on the strike until we got something from them. But we were even more worried that when we got something, people would say, oh my God, I have a final to do tomorrow, and this is it. I can't even stress to you how much I'm not jumping up and down today, because we got something. Yes, we got something. It's obvious that we've affected them. It's obvious that they're feeling the pressure, and it's obvious that we've affected the negotiating table. But affecting the negotiating table is miles away from a fair contract, and that's why we started this struggle. It's miles away. I'm not saying this for lip service. I mean it. This struggle, if we were to give up this struggle now, then everything we've done in the last week would be completely not worth it. This statement that Harvard made is not worth it if we don't end up with a fair contract for the security workers. Do you agree with me? Are you going to keep fighting for this?
So as you know, this is the 9th day of our hunger strike. We haven't eaten in 9 days. in order to bring light to the issues of security officers on our campus who are still not getting paid living wages, who are still being intimidated in the workplace, who are still not getting full steady work. So, yeah, so those are some updates on them. The rest of us are feeling okay, and we're doing all right. And I think we have Mika here speaking on behalf of the security officers for a second. So here you go.
Good afternoon, students. I said good afternoon, students. Good afternoon. We love you. We love you too. My name is Emika. On behalf of the bargaining committee, I'm just here to tell you that we've appreciated everything you've done and continue to do. You know, the security officers, as well as the bargaining committee, are deeply thankful of the heartfelt support and commitment shown by you guys. And most of you have been on a hunger strike to help us win fair pay and better working conditions, as well as respect. However, we're concerned about the health effects that this hunger strike will have if it continues. So on behalf of the committee members, you know, we ask that you please stop the hunger strike and take the nourishment that you need, that you've earned, that you deserve. You have demonstrated the depth of your concern for the situation that we're in, and we appreciate it. Our struggle to receive fair wages, benefits, and better treatment with Allied Barton Security is transitioning to a new level. We ask that all hunger strikers and all concerned members of the community to join us on May 17th to continue our fight and to stand together for a better future for Harvard community and for Allied. Thank you.
My name is Paul Kane. I'm an Allied security officer here on main campus. Like Emika, I just wanted to come up here and say a few words. You know, the past week and a half as a whole has been really amazing, and you know, we again want to come on out here and stand with the students and show our appreciation for what you've done. I've got a letter here that I'm handing to the students that went on strike, and I just like to take a moment to read that to you all. Dear friends, as a representative of the bargaining committee, I wanted to take this opportunity to personally thank you for the enormous sacrifice you have all made to further the well-being of the ABS security officers at Harvard. And while the fight continues, we have made substantial progress in the past 2 weeks, and we could not have done that without you. Every day, in the face of adversity from your critics, you stood up for what you believed in. You made this an issue, and you brought it into the public eye. My coworkers and I are forever in your debt. So many times over the past week and a half, my coworkers have expressed how deeply moved they were by what you had done for us. For most of my coworkers, no one has ever bothered to stand up for them. No one has ever showed them the outpouring of support that we have received. And your willingness to do that means so much to us. You have been an inspiration to us. You have taught us what can happen when a community stands together. We have developed a bond that I hope will only strengthen over time. For the first time in a long while, my coworkers and I can see a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you so very much for showing us the way.
So when we began the hunger strike, we always had been in communication with the workers, and we knew of the greater strategy. We knew of where our timeline was. And right now, this is a transition. This is a transition. Because of this hunger strike, we have done a lot of things. We're not here to, I think that the hunger strike has accomplished a lot. We have seen hundreds and hundreds of people out here every day. We've seen thousands of people sign our petition. We've seen people around the world know about
on this campus. And right now, we're transitioning. We're transitioning to escalation, to more pressure. We're transitioning to commencement. We're transitioning to a time where the workers are possibly going on a strike. And we need to show our support. We need to come together as a community. And we need to continue organizing, and we need to continue pushing. Because now that Harvard has said that they were wrong, that they do have a responsibility to these workers, we're going to show Allied and Harvard that they're both wrong when they're not giving the right wages. They're both wrong when they're not providing fair grievance procedures. They're both wrong when they're intimidating workers in the workplace. So I think we're